This is Kugan Cassius for IFLTV. It's a start of fight week here in Riyadh. Delighted to be joined by Miss GB. Do people still call you that?
Yeah, every now and again.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I do have a formal name.
Natasha Jonas. How are you, first of all?
I'm good, yeah. It's good to be out here. Another big fight, a big occasion. Mo's on the card, so yeah, it's good to be out here and soaking off the atmosphere.
A lot of people calling this the best card, kind of created in boxing, kind of top to bottom. When you look through the fights, you'd say that the majority of the fights could headline their own shows.
No, 100%. I think maybe we've got into like a little bit of a thing in, you know, the domestic cards where you kind of know who's going to win, and you kind of, there's one fight that will be a 50-50, but all the way up the cards there's like, you know, 50-50s, 60-40s, and you know, it's hard to choose a winner for some of them.
Absolutely. Do you know what the last crescendo means?
The last crescendo?
Which is what the card is called.
Oh, God, don't start questioning me now.
No, because the card's called the last crescendo. We've asked boxers,
okay.
And I don't think any boxer knew what that actually means, even though it's on every poster. So a crescendo is the loudest point in a gradually increasing sound.
The loudest point, okay.
In a gradually increasing sound.
I didn't know that.
No, you do know. If anyone asks you that, you can rule that off. Pick me out two fights you're looking forward to seeing on the card.
I think, obviously, Callum Smith versus Joshua Buatsi is a huge domestic fight for us. And I'm also, there's loads of fights that I'm actually looking forward to seeing. I think Dubois-Parker is another one.
How do you see that one going?
Oh, do you know what? I say Dubois, but I do think, personally, that Parker is probably one of the most improved heavyweights since he's been with Andy Lee. I just think his performance against Wilder, it was faultless, and he had to keep his concentration because Wilder has got that one punch knockout that, you know, we've seen so many times, so he had to be focused and stay on it, and he did for the whole fight, and I think that's a great credit to him. And yeah, it's hard to do that in a boxing situation because there's always moments that you just start. So yeah.
I was speaking to a few people about this, that you've got to give Dubois credit. He's obviously coming off what was deemed as a shock win over Anthony Joshua. Oh, and then to go in with Dubois-Parker, who again has been one of the, he's had like a resurgence. He was obviously a world champion 9 years ago now, which is mad. But he's had like a second wind, if you like. To jump in with Parker as kind of his first official defence of that belt is a bold move.
Yeah, I think, I genuinely don't think, probably only Dubois and his team believed he could do that to Joshua. I don't think many people picked him to win that fight, and to go out and doing it in the manner that he did was incredible. So yeah, I think he's coming off he's obviously gained confidence. He's been in fights where he's learned a lot. I think the Usyk fight taught him a lot. The Joe Joyce fight taught him a lot. And now we're seeing, you know, not the complete package, but, you know, the fighter that's learning and improving every fight. And I think he'll go in that with a whole heap of confidence because he deserves to have that.
And a quick one on the main event, the rematch between Beterbiev and Bivol. I mean, who did you think won the first fight? Obviously, Beterbiev won the first fight, but who did you think won that?
So, before the fight, I tipped Beterbiev to win. But when I watched the fight, I actually thought Bivol won clear. I thought he was maybe 2 rounds up. So I was shocked to see the result. But I think probably now I'd probably pick Bivol now. I think he will be a little bit more aggressive in the rounds and make sure that he's clearly winning, where some were a bit close. I just thought he did the better work, and Arthur just didn't do anything that you know he's got power, but Bivol didn't stay still for him to let him land, and I thought he dominated the fight in that sense. When it came to boxing skill wise, I thought he dominated. So.
Well, not long to find out. All the fighters are going to start flooding in behind us. But 2 weeks on Saturday.
Friday.
Friday?
Yeah. My fight you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it on Friday?
I'm on Friday, 7th of March.
It's not like that.
No, keep that in. Keep that in, because I'm going to say that he got it wrong.
You can say it. Take 2. I'll say it before. I've just cut this interview, but I got the date wrong. I thought it was a Saturday, but it's a Friday. 2 weeks Friday at the Royal Albert Hall. What a big night that is.
It is, yeah. I didn't realise how big of an occasion the venue would be until I seen social media's reaction to it, and like I've been there, I've visited it now, and yeah, it's gonna be some night.
Absolutely. And you just keep going, didn't you?
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to just get the fights that I want so I can leave. But you know what boxing's like. Every time you want to go, something keeps pulling you back, and there's temptations to stay. So yeah, Lauren's kind of the temptation to stay, and there's obviously bigger opportunities beyond her. But I've got to focus on what's in front of me.
What have you made of Lauren since she obviously turned over? What have you made of her career so far up until this point?
Yeah, I think she's obviously a great amateur. I don't think there's anything she didn't win. As a pro, yeah, she's done everything you would expect of an Olympic champion to do. Probably best best opponent on paper was a Jess McCaskill, and she didn't lose around there. And she boxed really well, but I thought it was a very poor Jessica McCaskill, if I'm honest. And yeah, I don't think she's fought anyone like me.
And a full female card as well, which is interesting because it's obviously littered with kind of the up-and-coming stars of women's boxing. No, but you've been in the game a minute, so it should be a really special night in London. It
should be, yeah. I'm really looking forward to seeing Cindy and Gamba get a pro career start after a flying start, and she hasn't gone in there for an easy one. She's picked Kirsty Babington, I think, so that's another great fight and a great debut for Cindy. And also my little mate Chloe. Chloe's someone she went to the same senior school as me, and someone, she was getting into a little bit of trouble in school, and our PE teacher noticed that, PE was something we had in common, and obviously she knew I boxed, and she got me into have a little word with Chloe, so we've come a long way, we've come full circle.
That is on Friday, 7th of March. Sorry about my mistake. Natasha Jonas, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV. Enjoy your week here in Saudi Arabia. Have you got anything else you'd like to add?
When can I be on the the what's it called? Like the promos. Uncle Turkey, when can I be on the promos? I want to be on a promo. That's all I want.
You want to be on the promos for?
The big advert things that they do where they like, which ones I mean? The Riyadh season. Yeah, I want to not like the adverts for the fight like they done the Joshua one where they like,
Oh, I know what you mean.
Like them
I know what you mean. Those are very expensive. They look anyway, don't they?
Yeah, they just look. They always look brilliant. So I just want to be on one.
Absolutely, and it's making these boxers look like they're actors as well. I don't know how this is quite working, but they look like they all fit in and they know what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh no, some of them have been brilliant, but yeah, I think they're really good. Maybe it's something we should do, maybe a bit more on our domestic cards instead of just the all local. Be aggressive. So yeah.
All right, if anyone's listening out there, Steven Spielberg or Quentin Tarantino, get in touch. Thank you very much, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
Thank you very much.